funny speakers.
Who's next, Rob? You flip chart? Sorry? Did you put the next person on the next?
Yes. And Håkon's going to talk to us about paging the web. I hope you all have your pages. Because I expect them to ring today.
They will be here once they're synchronized with this.
And if people that are standing in the corridor want to come in, they're free to. I'm the only one who bites, and I'm right at the front.
Charles. I was just going to say no, he's not.
Charles doesn't bite when he's not here. So.
The screen pulled
We're
away.
safe for another
All right, shut up. You're reading into my time here.
We're drinking into it.
Now I am
All right,
talking to you.
okay. So I'm going to talk about paging the web. When we first started making web browsers, we had overflow content, and we put them into a long scroll bar because that was convenient, that was easy. We didn't have to deal with it. But that's not how content has been presented in the world. The world, our civilizations are based on books. And you can do books based on HTML and CSS. This is one. There's a person in the audience who's done hundreds of books in HTML and CSS. We also see pages today in our presentations. We use pages a lot. And even worse, even more serious, we see a lot of paging in apps. And I think this is the serious issue for the web. We're not able to do pages in web browsers, really. We only do them when we know what the chunks are, like in presentations. We can't easily flow content into pages. We use the scroll bar instead, which is a cheap and dirty hack, which we may have to continue to use, but we should also do pages on the web. Otherwise, we're going to see more of these apps. This is a fantastic ebook you can purchase as an app through the Apple system. It has multi-column layout. It has images float to the top. These are stuff we need to start doing on the web if we want to compete with apps. Facebook's just launched their new app. It's called Paper. We can't implement this on the web because we don't have the primitives. But we have the specs though. Let me see. Here we are. We do have the specs. Looking through some of these, if we patch them together, we can actually implement pages on the web. And I'm going to show you one implementations of that, which we did in Opera. It does the paging. Instead of having a scroll bar on this page, you can use your finger. Of course, with a mouse and a PC, that doesn't feel as natural. But if you're using a tablet or a phone, this is really what you want to do. You don't really want to try to manage a scroll bar when you're on a tablet. And if you're reading for a child, for example, children's books like Alice in Wonderland, the turning of the page becomes an event, something you're looking forward to do, or the child is looking forward to do. Is there an image on the next page? The turning is a feature. It's not a bug. So we want to do that. So when I made these demos, let me do one newspaper demo first. As you can see here, we have a multi-column layout, and we have an image floating to the top corner, and we have the URL up here, e1.html. Here we have an ad. I think people are more relaxed about ads when they're in magazines, when they can flip through them at their own pace instead of having them being scrolled. Here we come to the end of the article, and I go to the next article. I continue, and you see the URL change there. And if I go back here, I go to the previous article. We need to make sure we can use gestures to go from one URL to another, not just click like the web is based on. We need to be able to do this as well. 29 seconds. I'm going to read a children's story for you. I was so inspired by Alice in Wonderland, so I wrote the Book of Trolls. May I read it to you? I have 19 seconds. Yes! No, Book of Trolls. Do you know what a troll is? No. Troll is one of the few words that has made its way from Norwegian to English over the past decades. Not the ones you find on the internet, but the real ones. In Norway, we have them. Some of them are nice, some of them are nasty. Do you know that a troll lives near you? Turn the page to find it.